Right, so this is an update for the iPhone for video recording in ProRes, Apple Log, and even H.265 in Apple Log with the Blackmagic camera app. I used all those drives now for real work or in more extensive situations than before, and I have a few updates on what drive works for what. Let's talk about this little thing here. It is 256 and it's not too expensive, quite nice, works quite well with this adapter, and you put it on your phone. I will talk about the ghost case later. I've used this drive, this flash drive, because it is nice and tiny, but what I noticed, even with ProRes LT, if you shoot like more than 10 or 15 seconds longer takes, yeah, you will get drop frames, even warnings. The recording, even in the Blackmagic camera app, will stop if you shoot 60 frames or 50 frames per second. So what I would suggest for this drive, going for H.265, which also works with Apple Log in the Blackmagic camera app. If you shoot like 60 or 50 frames per second, even with 24 or 25, I would go with that, even though it should be fine. I tested it with 25 frames per second and I had no issues, but it is a bit slow. I think this drive is not fast enough in terms of write speeds, sustained write speeds, and it might end up in dropping frames. So this one is good for H.265. Right, I also tested this drive, which seemed to be popular. This is a Transcend drive. I have the 256 version. There's also a 512 version out there. It comes with a USB-C port, but also has normal USB. And it's basically the same thing. I mean, it is quite nice. It's a bit taller, and depending on your case, it just works fine as well. But here's the same, the drive speed, the write speeds are okay, but might not be enough for ProRes, even ProRes LT in 60 or 50 frames. So 24, 25 is all right. 30, yes, should work well, but I also would use this with H.265, which is quite okay as well. Then there is this one. This is basically a small SSD OWC, quite nice, well made, a little bit more expensive, but works fine. But it is a bit heavier, and so it's not as stable, I'd say. But you can go with ProRes HQ, 60 frames per second, no issues with this drive. It is really fast, quite good. But then again, I think the best solution is still this SSD T7 with a magnet ring. I tested it with this case, the Ghost case from dbrand, and sadly I think the magnet of this case is a bit weak, and so it doesn't really stay on there. With my Taurus case, this one, this doesn't go anywhere. So this case is my favorite. And yeah, not only the magnet, yeah, this doesn't work. So I'm looking into other ring solutions. Right now I have this one, but this is a bit too thick. But this stays quite a bit better on the case. But what I found is a other thing. I had a different solution with a wallet, putting it the other way around with a different magnet thingy. But I found this one with a hole, and now since this is a bit more elastic, this fits in here, and then you have this hole there. And even with this weak magnet, this goes in quite well. I have links to this wallet thingy in my description and on my kit page. So yeah, but I think that's it in terms of flash memory. and what works with the iPhone and what not. The smaller, less expensive flash drives, yeah, 25-30 frames per second in ProRes LT is fine, but I would use H.265 for that. This is nice, but actually I think in terms of price, you could go with something like that, but you might look into different magnets if your case doesn't have a solid or strong magnet like this one. I will put this on. Yeah, I look into different options for that, and I will make a video about that later on, because I think this is a little bit too thick. Yeah, so let's talk about the Ghost case for a minute. I mean, yeah, it is a nice looking case. I like the edges here. It's fine, but got it today and it has scratches inside, and these scratches occurred while putting the phone in the case, and it already had a few little scratches in there after taking it out of the box brand new. So that's not good. Also, it is quite strong in there, so I mean, that is a good thing at first, but if you want to switch to like the small rig cage, video about that and all the accessories soon, it is a struggle to getting it out, and then you will make more scratches in the case itself. It's too bad. Man, you can see those scratches, right? Like there. And see that, and there. Do you see those scratches? I have this case for like 5 hours, 10. So this is bad. And yeah, and even if you put on like a battery bank, it's not, I mean, and with the gap between, yeah, I don't like this case. I mean, yeah, not quite sure. I will go back to my Taurus case here, because this is better and the magnet is quite solid. Anyways, that's it about flash memory. Quick update. I will talk about the small rig cage. As you can see, I got a few more items. I will test the magnetic filter ring here, SSD solutions. I ordered the small rig angle adapter. Also got the KNF magnetic filter set and test this out with that. And yeah, I also tested a little teaser. Card readers, this one, Anger, and the Uni one. I tested all those card readers, and interesting solution, but might not be the best. Yeah, I will talk about that in the next few videos, so stay tuned for that. Anyways, that's it. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. If you want me to test something specific, I will try to do that as well. The next few videos will be all about the iPhone and shooting video with the iPhone, I think. So yeah. And then again, thanks for watching, and thanks for all the new subscribers. Welcome to my channel. There will be more soon, not only iPhone related. Anyways, see you in the next one. Back to work.